to the first episode of the Marvellous Throw-In Podcast. Footballing.
Are we now going?
Yes, we're going.
This has literally taken about 4 days to set up. I've been sat here in 3 different sessions just to be a sort of mannequin, to have light checked.
Tests. Yes. Well, hopefully you're hearing us clearly. My name is Edward Gray.
My name is Thomas Gray, and I should probably do the introduction because I'm far more familiar with, people.
You didn't even know we'd started.
Yeah. Welcome to the Marvellous Throw-In Podcast with me, Thomas Gray, and my younger brother, Ed, who's helping out.
If you're watching on YouTube, please do like and subscribe. You meant to say that. Please do comment.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
If anyone's wondering where I've been for the last 2.5 months, just in case you follow me on social media, I had a little bit of a breakdown, didn't I? And so I've moved home, and I unfortunately don't have access to my phone or my own money at the minute. You can probably work out what the issue was.
Now you're here.
Drinking,
Let's be fun.
Gambling.
Let's be what we can.
But also, I'm still unable to turn my phone back on because I'm so chronically anxious about it. So, to anyone that's watching this, being like, "What are you doing making a podcast when I've given you about 15 text messages?"
That's why.
Yeah, and I'm using humour to deflect here. And don't worry, this is going to be a very upbeat podcast. I do need people to know that. And also, I'm fed up of lying. I've struggled with this stuff for a while, and you should be open about stuff like this, right? I haven't drank in 12 days. Let's go.
Okay, Tom. Let's stick on you. Introduce yourself for those who've never don't know who you are, which will be most people, I imagine. How did you get from the STAG DO video, the viral STAG DO video, to here? What's happened in between?
Well, I'll start a little bit before that. I got 3 A's at A level, and I went to university and got 2-1. I then worked for the Sunday Times for 4 days, and then ran out of money, so I had to go back home.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was at Durham. I was doing postgrad at the time, but then Dad didn't give me any money, so I just did 4 days.
That's right.
I actually transcribed Princess Diana's. They were planning the Queen's funeral.
I'm going to say Princess Diana, unless you were 6 years old or something.
Yeah, and it was way before, and I was just sitting, but then I got to Shepherd's Bush Tube, and unfortunately I couldn't pay for my oyster.
Yeah.
And so I just remember sitting there, and it was Christmas time, and it was Jingle Bell, echoing around at 6 a.m. Inside the, what's it called, the big sort of mall, whatever they call it. And this homeless lady came up to me and said, excuse me, because she was Geordie as well. Excuse me, what time were you born? What time of day were you born?
This happened where?
In London. And it's always stuck with me, so I just thought I'd throw that out there. Anyway, do your professional introduction.
Did you just say that you were transcribing the Queen's funeral?
It was the plans of the Queen's funeral.
It was
not
transcribing, otherwise that's...
It was way before she was dead, but it was like what they're going to do, and I can't even remember what it was.
Because I do know you like conspiracies, and that would be quite the conspiracy.
Oh my gosh, do I like
We're not
conspiracies?
going to... Anyway.
No, we are going to. I've got a whole section on it.
Right. Anyway, you're here now.
Yep.
You're excited to do a football podcast, right? This isn't just like an AA sort of thing for you. It's not also a sort of go through all the... Okay, right.
It is sort of, and also, just from the outside, I'd like to say thank you to my brothers and my parents for allowing this to happen. It's sort of been put together for me to keep me at home. Anyway. Go on.
Okay, well, look, welcome to the Marvellous Throw-In Podcast. If you're listening on audio as well, please do subscribe and all of that stuff. We don't really know.
You missed
we
out if you are, because we've spent a lot of money on the studio.
In fact, if you're listening on audio, please go to YouTube.
Please go.
You have no idea how long it's taken.
We've got some sort of visual gags as well.
We've got a third brother who's the producer as well, who basically did it all.
He's our Rogan Jamie,
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, get that up for me. Also, I'd like to acknowledge the studio. We have an England sort of thing here and a Scotland thing as well.
Yeah, can I just say, how come I've got Scotland's side? Well, and you've got England. How did that happen?
Grey actually has its own... we're the Grey... Scotland has its... We're Scottish in many ways. You know that, Edward?
I don't think we are.
Glasgow. Very much from Glasgow, aye. Edinburgh's
did an ancestry thing, and we're
more
not...
camp.
We're not Scottish. Anyway, how are you feeling about having a flagship podcast? Are you very excited? Why don't you tell the audience some of the things we're going to be doing?
Well, we should probably mention at this point something that we should have mentioned at the very beginning. It's about football. It's about the World Cup.
Initially.
Don't know if you've heard about it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be just riffing on the games, all the viral moments, all the controversy. Probably sort of talk about things like the adverts, because we'll all be watching the adverts at the same time.
Yeah.
That might be a funny little section. I'd also like to comment on the VAR officials and how cool they look when they pose.
They do look quite cool.
Like that.
Very self-conscious.
They're like, like models. Well, no, they're not. They're sort of aura. Is it called aura farming?
I tell you, you're way more up to date than me, even though you don't have a phone.
Yeah.
By the way, Tom is uncontactable, so he's not lying there. We turn up, and he's just always here, fortunately. And luckily.
It's a real thing. It's called communication anxiety, and I think it's called like digital over. Anyway, it's a small section of the problem.
Is that why you're starting a podcast that's going to go out around the world?
Well, I'm just relying on you two to be able to sort of put it out there.
Cool. Let's talk about football then. How are you feeling about an American World Cup? They've already turned it into quarters. What does that make you feel? Do we care? Everyone says, well, everyone, constant conversation through my life. David Beckham joined America. All these players joined America. We've got to make America like football. I don't care. I don't want them to like football. They're going to ruin it. They are going to ruin it. They are ruining it.
Well, yeah, but it's a bit like when you show someone a YouTube video or like, look how good this is. And then they're looking at it and you're watching with them smiling, that you're looking at them. And you're hoping that they don't smile. It's like, is that feeling? I want them to like what I like.
Yeah, but quarters. I mean,
I don't care. We need it for the hydration.
Yeah, but okay. Well, I mean, we don't because the other.
Although in America, apparently they don't. They switch to adverts at that point, so it really is kind of quartered.
It is definitely hung drawn and
quartered.
Quartered, exactly. I knew football was over. In fact, let me just pull this up, Jamie. No, what's your name, George? You're not going to pull anything up. Don't worry.
Georgie Paul.
I saw this. Listen to this. You can even. We're not going to watch anything.
Me and my brother look super fly.
Okay, just listen to this. This is an American, genuine American soccer fan. Commenting on the top 5 players for the World Cup.
That's a PK.
No, he's talking.
Offside.
Listen to this. Listen to this. This is unbelievable.
Dangerous players at the 2026 World Cup. Coming in at number 5, Christian Pulisic. Christian weaponizes time to collapse structure. He manufactures a false kinetic stimulus to project a false vector. The defender's nervous system gets trapped in a neurological delay, resulting in
You have always said that, haven't you?
Is that legit?
It's legit. Keep going. Hang on. Oh no, gosh.
momentum and a complete structural yield of their center of mass. But watch this centripetal bypass. He sweeps the angle to occupy the path using his own mass as a kinetic shield. This mass interposition creates total vector denial, mathematically blocking the defender's recovery. And all
That's
this
like me.
Vector denial. I've always thought Miggy Almiron had vector denial.
Yeah. Did you see his dive the other day?
Oh,
Wow.
Miggy. He hasn't really changed much.
Paraguay. Is that who he plays for? Peru. Paraguay.
Paraguay. They lost 4-1 to America. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, let's talk about the England squad. England haven't played yet, so the World Cup has started.
Yeah.
England haven't played. We're a bit late because of.
Yeah.
England haven't played. England squad. Harry Maguire's not in it. Phil Foden's not in it.
Well, actually, would you like to do a little interview with Harry Maguire?
Is Harry Maguire? Did you get it? Did you sort it?
All right.
Harry, thank you so much for coming on our first episode as well. Really, I know you're freed up now. How do you feel not going into the England squad?
Absolutely distraught by the whole thing. Just because I've got a massive box head, that doesn't mean... Actually, can I sing you a song that I'd planned to make the fans sing?
Sure, go for it.
It goes to the tune of Mull of Kintyre. Harry Maguire. Bum, dum, 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 dum,
Yeah, you should have planned a bit more.
Will Griggs on fire.
That's okay.
We're not doing that section again.
No, I mean, maybe
But,
he might. Maybe if you plan a bit more, he may come back.
I don't plan. I'm an improv.
Yeah.
I'm an improv guy.
That is so. What? So those eye holes were already cut out, were they?
Well, I planned a little bit.
Okay, you planned. Yeah, you planned.
4 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Here's another song. Kappa Ariza Balaga.
You realise that's my one.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought if I got in there first. Because I will still get the laugh, even though you said it was your song. When they laughed at that.
Me and Tom have always talked about football, and this is why we've turned it into a podcast. We have always made songs as well. We may even, if I could be bothered in post-edit, cut a few that we made, some of the better ones here.
I got another one. Jamie Vardy's knobbly knees, Ogazaki's Japanese, N'Golo Kante.
That wasn't it.
Was it? No, something like that. It's good though. You can see.
We're going to put that one in here.
Jamie Vardy's knobbly knees, Ogazaki's Japanese, Danny Simpson and Kante, Claudio Ranieri, Riyad Mahrez, what a star, Captain Morgan Ozoa, Kasper Schmeichel, Marco Brighton, Danny drink some water. Leicester didn't start the fire. They just won the title when all else would dire. Leicester didn't start the fire. City, Arsenal and Tottenham, they weren't on fire. Don't forget Robert Huth and what about Christian Fuchs, Mark Schwarzer reserve goal, King in a midfield role. Nathan Dyer didn't do much, nor did Jeffrey Schlupp. I'm sure they got some medals there. Is that really very fair? 1,000 monkeys in a room, 1,000 years to rise and stew. They'd never bring such a tear as Claudio and Shakespeare. Leicester didn't start the fire.
If I edited that, that's going to come up there. Yeah. And if it was edited, then you're back. I hope you enjoyed those 2-3 songs. I don't know what I showed you. Anyway, A few more things.
Have you planned the whole thing and I just have to sort of comment on your bits, or do I get to do sections as well?
I'm pretty sure if you counted up the words that have been said in this podcast so far, you've said way more, including most of your life story and some sub story and apologies as well.
Yep.
So anyway, England squad, you can make one change. What'd you do?
I would have brought one more right winger because I'm slightly worried about Saka.
Who?
I would have gone for Palmer, a game changer.
Okay. Where was the punchline in that?
There's
We make some serious points.
Sometimes I know so much about football.
I know more, but yes, you do know quite a lot. But I do.
Hey, George, do the wiki game that we do and see who knows who's better.
We're going to do that episode 2, I think. We're not going to do that this episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, just ask me any sort of question about football.
Here's a question for you. Right. This game I've made, and it's going to have a jingle that hopefully George will edit in the next 12 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours. It's called World Cup or Made Up. World Cup or Made Up. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to give you 3 stories. One of them is made up.
Okay.
You've got to find the one that's made up.
Okay.
Here you go. This first one's called The Fainting Physio. During the 1930 World Cup, a member of the USA team went down injured after a challenge and was lying prone on the pitch. Picture the scene, everyone. The United States physio was called on and jogged towards the fallen player with bag in hand. The physio dropped his bag en route, however, on the pitch, and seconds after picking it back up, he passed out. Upon investigation, a broken bottle of chloroform that shattered upon impact of the foul was found inside the bag. The physio had inhaled the fumes from the spilled chloroform and passed out.
That's too imaginative for you to have just come up with, unless you've ChatGPT'd it. So therefore, I'm going to say that happened. No, was it true?
Well, I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to read the others. Next, this one's called Defence Left Exposed.
Is only one true?
Only one is false. You're looking for the lie.
Okay.
That's why it's called World Cup or Made Up.
Yes. All right, go on.
Actually, that doesn't help at all. Defence Left Exposed. Okay, I hope you're playing along at home. This is number 2. Ahead of a World Cup match in 1962, one team realised several pairs of official shorts had been left behind at their training camp. Replacement shorts were quickly sourced from a local club, but they were too large and lacked drawstrings, which you had back then. Midway through the second half, a defender launched into a sliding tackle and his shorts fell down completely, exposing his backside to the crowd. The referee stopped play while he pulled them back up. The next day's newspapers carried the headline, Defence Left Exposed.
I would have said...
Can you think of a better headline?
I would have said the same thing.
Nice. Third one is called Pico Poco Porto.
Well, it sounds fake, but go on.
Cape Verde centre-back Roberto Pico Lopez had spent his... This is, by the way, relevant to this World Cup. He'd spent his entire career in Ireland, ignored a LinkedIn message from Cape Verde FA asking him to play for them because it was in Portuguese. A year later, they sent it in English and he accepted.
Okay.
And today he drew against Spain 0-0.
Okay, that seems like it was real because you said that. So I'm going to say the middle one was the one that's not true. And I know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, lock in your answers in your head, at home on audio or at home on YouTube. Really annoyingly, Tom's right. Yeah. Defence Left Exposed was ChatGPT. Help me come up with that. But there you go. There's my contribution.
John McGinn it. Do you mind if I John McGinn it?
You can John McGinn it. He's doing the John McGinn celebration for you. Yeah.
We all know it.
Which is...
to be fair, I've done it. I'm older than John
Does
McGinn.
he?
And I
Does
did
he
it
go like
before.
that, or is that John Joe Shelby?
No, that's John Joe Shelby
does that.
Yeah.
John McGinn does that. It's really hard to do that.
Yeah, and Paolo Di Canio does that.
Anyway, so I've planned cool. For those listening at home, Tom just did a sort of fascist salute for Paolo Di Canio, which, by the way,
clearly it's not.
Doesn't even have to say allegedly. It's pictures and.
That is what he did. That is literally
what he did. Do you like our mugs for those listening at home? We've got World Cup everything here. It's very good.
I've got some little bits. Are you going to keep going?
No, go on, please.
Okay. I'll save it for later, actually, because.
What?
Well, I was going to say, how many Coles played for England that you can name?
Coles?
10 seconds. 10.
Joe.
9.
Andy.
8. 7,
Carlton.
6. 5. 4. 3.
Ashley.
2.
Thanks,
1.
George. 4 I got.
Everyone misses Cole Palmer. I knew you would because it's the first name.
And I've forgotten about him now because he's out of the World Cup. Very good. Is that all you? That's all you prepared for the whole thing.
That's all I prepared. Yeah.
Brilliant. Let's talk about a few bits and bobs. So Scotland beat Haiti, only 1-0.
Haiti. Haiti is what people used to say to me when my nickname was T.
Haiti,
yeah.
and that's what they say to you now when you don't answer their texts.
Yep. Very good.
Very good. Scotland beat Haiti. Do you think that they will get any results against Morocco or Brazil? Given Scotland are above, given we may have some Scottish fans listening, the nation of Scotland, the nation of Scotland are great friends for us, as our surname is Gray.
Patronise them. They hate
We've got our own
They
tartan.
hate it. it's true, but they hate it when we were like, oh, we don't know why you hate us. We really like you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand.
Yeah. It's because they were the oppressed and we were the oppressor, apparently.
Yeah, well, we were. We literally were. Edward II, Longshanks.
Their national anthem's very good, isn't it, annoyingly?
Well, their national anthem is about
a nation.
being annoyed with us. The American national anthem is about the 1812 war against us.
How many national anthems are about us? They're obsessed.
Well, I did do some research, and it's just those two, and then ours.
Okay.
And ours is by far the worst.
Yeah,
ours
ours
should be
is rubbish.
Jerusalem.
Well, because someone pointed out, ours is about an individual. Everyone else's is about their nation. Ours is about just God saving the king or queen.
Well, everyone else is about a people forging a...
It's like that Welsh song. What's the one? It's not their national anthem, but Ali O Hyd or something. And it's amazing. And you translate it and it's just like, rip the English people's heads off. And it's also...
Good for them. Good for them.
Fair play.
Good for them.
Fair play. I may have got that wrong as well. I don't actually know whether that's true. Do you know Japan had a player called Taniguchi playing, which made me think of Tamagotchi.
Huh? Do you know South Africa had a player called Shithole?
Yeah, I've got that wrote down. Yeah,
No,
shithole.
he wasn't called Shithole, he's called...
Sitole. But if you just glanced at it, it looked like shithole. And he had an awful game. He got sent off and gave away the ball for the goal, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Dick Advocat. Just thought I'd say that again.
Yeah.
Used to manage Sunderland, but his name's Dick. Do you know a fact about him?
Is that it?
He actually doesn't have a penis.
What?
But he's the oldest man at the World Cup. Oldest manager ever at the World Cup.
Ever?
I think so. 80 something. Canada, Maxine Crap in goal.
Really?
Yeah, Crapow or something. You know, I've kind of edited these slightly. Alex Arce plays for Paraguay.
Alex Arce.
Alex Arce, yep.
Well, we had Nicky Butt.
We had Nicky Butt.
There's a player for Newcastle in
Brian
1998 called Brian Penis.
He was Dutch.
Yeah, good knowledge.
Championship manager 97, 98, thank you.
Higginbottom is funny, I suppose.
Higginbottom's quite good. Yeah.
Oh, and then Kuntz for Germany. I'm not swearing. What was his name?
That comes up in the BBC programme about Gareth Southgate that was in equal parts quite good and hilarious. Did you watch it?
No, but
what's it called?
I watched it until Wayne Rooney came on, and I was like, I'm not having that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Because the problem is, if Southgate was...
Dear England, that's it.
Yeah, Dear
Thank you,
England.
George.
Fines, Voldemort's brother was exceptional as Southgate.
Yep.
But it was because that was so exceptional that made all the other players seem so bad.
Harry Kane was all right.
Harry Kane. His tongue's too big for his mouth. He's like Jamie Oliver with fat tongue.
Tunisia.
Did you see Rod Stewart? He looks like a plucked, dying chicken, doesn't he? There's a feathered hair and then some genes that probably make his feet swell and go
is he
purple.
now?
I think he's 142.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long? Here's a question for you. If you were suddenly in some alternate universe, suddenly you're in charge of a national team going to the World Cup,
mate.
How many games do you think you'd last? Because the Tunisia manager's lasted one, and he's been sacked after the first game.
How many games would I, if I was a manager?
How long could you pull off, like the aura in the interviews and saying the right thing?
Ages until the performance.
Yeah, but after how many performances?
Well, I've done a bit of acting, haven't I? So I can pull that off. If your question was how long could I pull a?
Okay, let's do it now. Hello, Thomas Gray. You are the manager of this team that's just made it to the World Cup. Fantastic. What are your plans for the tournament?
Well, look, I mean, we've had a vision here at the FA for a while. We know where we want to go, and we really believe in this group of players. I had the privilege of working with some of them in the youth team, and to see their progression has been really great. But we need to get that mix right. We need to get experience. We need to, really support these players as they progress in the England team, and really form a sense of, that kind of club football feel, which I think's absolutely vital.
What do you say to those doubting your experience?
I would tell them to I'd say F off. You just F off.
Yeah, second question.
And then
he lasted 2 questions.
I'd storm out, yeah. Do you know who I think I am?
Yeah, exactly. Very good. I mean, look, Isak scored for Sweden. Gyökeres scored for Sweden. Are they dark horses?
Well, at the moment, it's Well, they're not really dark. They've got Bergvall. They've got.
You can only name
those
3.
two
You can only name 3 players.
Yeah. 3. I reckon if you've got 3 solid players, and you've got good team spirit, and then I think you've got a chance. I can't even remember who's in their group. Do you know what? I feel good. I feel pleased for Graham Potter because he's a bit of a clown, and I didn't like him. during his Premier League stuff. But then when he was he in Sweden before he was?
He was good at Brighton.
And he was good at Brighton, yeah, but he wasn't amazing at Brighton. He got too much credit for Brighton, I thought. He's just Brighton, everything behind the scenes is so well set up for anyone. As long as you're competent, I think you do well. And he didn't do that well. Like De Zerbi came in and I think did a better job. And then the guy at the moment's done as good a job.
Hurtler.
Yeah. What is he, 24 or something?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's too early to call that sort of stuff, isn't it? I hope so, because it would be good to not have. It would be good. There's always one. There's Morocco, the last World Cup. I would like the US to. I've told you this before. I used to work in New York. I used to work at a chip shop in Manhattan. And
did you have a work visa?
No, it was me and I would have been. ICE would have come and got me. It was me and a bunch of Bolivians, I think. Lovely guys. Didn't understand a word they said, but I was the face of the operation because it was a British chip shop called Assault and Battery. And
where's that for anyone in New York?
It's in Manhattan. Just right, I can't remember the name of the street. They're
all just numbers
between this street and this street. Yeah, but I can't remember.
The corner of 50.
It was around the corner. I think it was around the corner from the World Trade Center.
Freedom Tower, I think.
Freedom Tower, but I never actually. I was living there, so I didn't. It's like in London. I don't think I've ever actually been to Big Ben, for example.
Wow.
I've driven past it in a cab, but I haven't gone. Or, you know what I'm saying. When you live somewhere, you don't embrace that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, point being, kids used to come in after school, and you'd hear them on their phone. Like they weren't talking about baseball, they weren't talking about basketball, they were talking about soccer. And I think we've got a slightly skewed vision of how much they like football over there. Of course, you've got the peripheral people who don't know what's going on, but like those that are into football really are into football. And also because they're the outsider, I think they know even more. That's why that guy in your thing's like, well, the vectored pass he's trying to sound like he's super professional because he's insecure that the rest of the world views him as not being legitimate because he's American when he talks about football. Thoughts?
I don't care if they get into it. Some of the stadiums are amazing, but they're all NFL stadiums and loads of empty seats at the World Cup and quarters, and I just don't like it. Do you see the Club World Cup where Chelsea won it and Donald Trump was on the stage? That was quite funny.
That's going to happen again.
It was quite funny though.
That's going to happen again.
I find that funny.
He will lift the World Cup.
He'll unashamedly,
He'll lift it,
yeah,
and he'll pass it to John McGinn.
Yeah.
Or whoever, for example.
Yeah. Probably not John McGinn. I doubt. South Korea players, they love singing. Do you see the story?
I didn't see this story, no.
Well, Lee Jae-sung, Cho Gae-sung, Yeom Ji-sung.
Really? That's Fukin Supar. Is that right? Is that
very good? Can you get cancelled after one episode? I don't think you can.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm out. What have you got anything else to say?
I've written down. Talk about the lady who said UFOs will land during the World Cup.
Really?
Which is a real thing. Yeah. So do you want to just? George told me that I can't go to the screen.
What do I type?
I guess the lady who said UFOs will land during the World Cup.
Said UFOs.
Oh, George is doing it.
Land.
Thanks,
World
George.
Cup.
George is our other brother.
George is the producer.
He's the producer. And
George, shout hello. Hello. There you go. See, he's real. Right.
The lady you're referring. I'll read it.
But you're not a smooth reader as me.
Okay.
You're like slightly dyslexic. Go on, you do it.
The lady you're referring to is the Brazilian psychic and spiritualist Vô Baiana, real name Elisangela de Souza, who has over 23 million followers on Instagram.
Oh, she must be right then.
She went viral after posting a tearful video predicting that a massive UFO mothership, this is right up my street, will descend upon the pitch during a World Cup match, abducting over 700 players and fans.
How?
She specifically warned...
Just go on.
Because she's a psychic.
What's it? Why? Sorry, if a UFO mothership descended onto a pitch during a World Cup match, why was there 700 players there?
700 players and fans, so it's going to be mostly fans. I was going to make that point as well until the end of the sentence.
So like 22 players and 678 fans.
Specifically saying, she specifically warned people to stay away from the stadium in Miami during the Brazil versus Scotland Group C match.
We're watching that then. Let's do a live watch along.
While the UFO
community, do a live watch along of that game.
My brethren,
can we?
And the general public have
case.
heavily dismissed this as just another unfulfilled internet psychic prediction. As discussed on Reddit, it gained massive traction online, causing her dire warning to trend globally ahead of the game.
So tell me how you... So for those of you who don't know, Tom is a big alien conspiracy...
Expert.
Expert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, expert. Yeah, we did start a podcast where Tom talked about aliens, but he disappeared, and so it stopped.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably going to happen to this one as well. Yeah. So just to warn you,
it's been an ongoing. Should I talk about my anxiety and depression, everything like that again? Or
we'll do that for the Patreon.
Okay, cool.
thing.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
It did do that. Actually, that podcast did very well. It was called No Visible Means of Propulsion.
It did do very well. Yeah, and I did it all and edited it all and put it all up and paid for it, and then you just vanished.
Sorry.
That's right. So go on, talk to us. Yeah, what is the veracity of these claims, do you think?
Absolute nonsense, although I do believe in the... do you know remote viewing? Have you heard of this before?
No.
Remote viewing is the ability to see into the future, to see, for example, whether there are alien bases on the moon, which there are. The moon is hollow, by the way. And also... aliens come in different forms. You can have the bolts and whatnot of the craft. But also sometimes it's just plasma balls of light. Sometimes it's little grey beings, which we speculate are actually robotic creations, clones, if you will, of the superior tall whites who
are they the ones who met Donald Trump the other day?
They are. That's what's but that wasn't real. 7 foot long.
That wasn't real, but
blonde. Blonde hair, but quite thin blonde hair, and quite imposing. The Holloman Air Force Base, for example, in 1963, I think it was, they landed and they met with, it would have been Johnson at the time, Lyndon B. Johnson. Hey, LBJ, how many aliens did you see today? He would have said one, except he wouldn't because he's not allowed.
Why did the aliens only come to visit during, 1950s?
Oh my goodness, that's so...
Just when we started going to space at the same time. Is that a coincidence, or is that a very well...
It is linked to the detonation of the nuclear bomb in 1945, twice in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
What did that do?
It sent a signal to the universe that these guys are on the precipice of really cocking stuff up. So zip, let's get there. Or they're not extraterrestrials, they're ultra-terrestrials. They've been here the whole time. It's a little bit of an Atlantis thing where they're a breakaway civilization and they've been what have been referred to over millennia, millennia, as the Watchers.
Okay.
If you read your Bible, the Anunnaki or the Nephilim are often also linked to this quite fascinating aspect of reality, I hope.
That's all we've got time for on episode 1 of the Marvellous Throw-In Football Podcast. Thank you very much for watching. Please do send in your emails, feedback, and questions to throwinpod@gmail.com. I will feed them into Tom because he hasn't got a phone or any...
I'm just, if you can shut up for a sec.
Yep.
I'm just going to give you some examples as well, just for those, hopefully once we've done 2 or 3 podcasts, the sponsorships will start flooding in.
Yes.
So I could just give you some examples of the kind of, just ads that we could, sort of maybe do.
Okay, showcase.
Well, yeah, it's just silly things really, but it's, so it would cut to me and then so, that feeling when you're painting your legs and it cakes and crusts? Not anymore. No longer. Pins are us. Paint your legs to your heart's desire without the faff. We've got green, red, blue, and my personal favourite, mauve. Code TIP Throw-In Pod for 30% discount. That's code TIP for 30% discount. Or life insurance for children. Why should adult deaths be the only ones that have to pay? Why should adult deaths be the only ones that pay out? Is what I meant to say. And then lastly, chewing gum for dogs.
That was it. So
chewing gum for dogs. Just those,
Okay,
my point being, it
that's
could be
not
anything.
yeah.
You don't have to be into. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to just be Adidas and.
Although,
stuff like
welcome.
That. Yeah, well, obviously, but it can also be.
I think they may have a more official
gum for
channel of
dogs.
sponsorships of people who do that rather than chewing gum for dogs. Brilliant. Well, if you are a sponsor and want to get in touch, then please throw in at gmail.com. But for now...
Is that too kooky, do you think?
It's not kooky enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to be back with episode 2. I have no idea when, but at some point.
I thought I'd end with a dance.
Sure.
But no, I'll do it next time.
Maybe episode 2.
Yeah.
Nice hook.